Rabotai, some hezuk about watching our eyes, but you have to hear what I'm telling you. You have to hear the story and remember a true story that happened. And the guy who we're talking about right now, the story, is sitting on this table. I won't mention his name in public, but he's sitting on this table. Listen to what I'm telling you now. Okay. What happened was, a few years ago, about 3 years ago, he comes over to me. That actually just told me now. He said, Rabbi, you have to hear this. So what? He said he was making a wedding. He was getting married. And he said, listen, I'm being mitchazek, I'm getting more religious, I'm this, I'm that. And my parents didn't want to have a separate wedding. And I wanted to have a separate wedding. And my parents said, if you want a separate wedding, then you're going to have to check line for it. You're going to have to pay for the wedding. So what did this guy say? He says, listen, if this is the case, I got to make it separate. I got to make it separate. And if I have to pay, I'll pay. So he went out and he said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I'm in your hands. That's it. You're gonna pull through for me. I know you're gonna pull through. He was in Manhattan trying to buy a ring for his wife or something like that, and he was still short for his wedding. He said, he's still short for his wedding. He's paying his own pocket, everything. So he was walking by in Manhattan, to see the don't pre-suit. You can't see things you're not supposed to look at. You can't allow. So it's worse. So what did he do? He was looking down on the floor. I'm not looking up, I'm looking down on the floor. Avig DeMilli, you know what Avig DeMilli used to do? He used to tell his students, he said, listen, I have, those rubber bands that mailmans, they always have those rubber bands. So a lot of times they're walking and it falls on the floor. So he told the students, I need as many as you can get. So when you're walking, make sure that you find me these rubber bands so you give it to me. So he didn't understand, Rabbi, just go Staples, buy a whole thing. So he says like this. He said, I want to train the students that when they're walking in the way, they look on the floor and not anything else. So he says, when they look on the floor, I tell them, get me a rubber band. They're going to be looking for the rubber band. They're going to forget, hey. Understand? This is what this man did. He went and he started looking on the floor. And he says, that's it, I'm not looking. He calls his Rebbe. Says, Rabbi. Says, what am I going to do? And he's looking on the floor, he's talking. What am I going to do? My wedding's in 1 week. I'm short a few 8,000. And he's telling him, don't worry. All of a sudden, he says, Rabbi, I need to call you right back. He hangs up the phone. He sees in the crack of the street, they have the crack of the street, he sees something shining. He says, this can't be. He picks it up, and he sees it's a pendant, and he looks behind it, it says, Tiffany & Co. Tiffany & Co. He went to Tiffany & Co. They polished it off him. It's like a jewelry store. They polished it off him, and the lady said, I'll give you $8,000 for this. Wow. And that was the exact amount that he needed for his wedding. Wow. And he's sitting on this table. And I'll point to him right there. I won't say his name publicly, but this is what it is. A true story that happened. Yeah. This guy, yeah. And when you watch your eyes, the Bracha starts filling up your world. People say, Panasa, you want Panasa? Watch your eyes, because it says, something that's hidden from the eye. What's hidden from the eye? What Rav Dan Segel used to say, he still says, so the Beracha, when you watch your eyes, already you see the Sheva Beracha coming down. This is what this man had.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.